Good evening, everybody. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my Forex analysis. I appreciate y'all for showing up, looking up, seeing what I got to say about the Forex market. And this video is obviously brought to you by arbitrage. You guys know that I use that indicator as one of my edges in the market. Tells me when to get in trades, tells me when to get out. It's very simple to use, and I enjoy using it. So if anybody has any questions or anything like that about arbitrage, don't be afraid to hit me up about it, because it is something that I do encourage everybody to have, because like I always say, it is personally for me the closest thing to the holy grail there is. Other than me, of course. No, I'm just playing around. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started. Just to make sure that if anybody cannot hear me, just go ahead and let me know. And so let's go ahead and get started with the news that's gonna be happening throughout the week. So Sunday, 5:15 p.m. Australian dollar news. Let me actually first make sure that this is the right time, because I do know, yes, Mexico City. Okay, cool. Okay, let me go back to regular. So 5:15. There was AUD news. No news on Monday, but Tuesday there is going to be retail sales on the US dollar, and it does look like retail sales might be decreasing. Forecast, that is the forecast, but with the stimulus check going on, that may be changing for the next coming month. So we'll be paying attention to what happens with that. Wednesday we do have Canadian dollar news. We have CPI for the Canadian dollar news, so that's at 6:30 a.m. You want to watch for that as well. 12, we do have FOMC, so definitely want to be careful with FOMC. The press conference is what you want to watch for, which is at 12:30, so that they can tell you what is going on. We have GDP and employment change and unemployment rate for both NZD for this GDP, and we have AUD with the employment change. So you definitely want to watch for AUD pairs at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. That's something that could really shake out the market. And on Thursday, we have 6 a.m. GBP news with monetary policy statements. Summary and official bank rates. So that's the news for the week. So going to be watching for that throughout the week, just to make sure that the times that I'm watching, like I'm looking to trade, you just got to be mindful with that, right? So that's out the way. It's going over to the chart. So let's first go on to the weekly time frame on the DXY. Let me actually hide everything first and foremost. Alright, so weekly time frame on the DXY, it looks like it's basically left a doji. It's not really a perfect doji, because I see that the wick to the upside is higher than the wick to the downside, but I still would consider this nothing too crazy to look at, nothing too concerning. It could be possible price just really retesting this support right here, and then trying to pop back up. So we'll see what the week has in store for us, but nothing too crazy is alarming over there. So now let me put my drawings back on, and then let's see what we have here. So first of all, let me get rid of this over here. Alright, so last week I had mentioned that the DXY, I was looking for price to fall down, and that's what it really did. It went a little bit higher before it decided to drop, so we got that happening. And we also did get price come down to the 71% fib on the daily time frame, from the bullish push from 91.036 to 92.514. But now what I'm really wanting to see, I still want to see price come and retest this demand zone. So like, as you can see on the weekly time frame, this is a zone that was respected 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks over here. And so now I really want to see it come and retest it before pushing to the upside. But it may not do that, because it's already hit those 71% and started showing like a bullish move. Now it did come and retest. It broke and retested this broken structure right here. Let me just push it to the. Let me actually just extend it. There you go. So I'm really waiting to see what price is gonna do, because this could just have been a break, retest, continuation to the downside. If you even want, you could make this a little larger and have it come in respect right here. Why is it do? Oh, it's magnets on. That's why. So you could easily see how this could be a break, retesting, continuation to the downside. On the lower time frames, it is bearish. Let me see what's it done. And also from this push down to the retest, I think this is like around the 61%, maybe even 71% fib, where it dropped even lower. So let's measure that out. Where's templates? Yeah, came to the 61%, nice, and then it dropped. So I'm still waiting to see what the DXY does, but I do really still think that it could come down to like 91.352 or even 91.300 possibly before looking to push to the upside. I'm really gonna wait and be patient on that, and if it does continue to the upside, then hey, it is what it is. I missed my opportunity last week, right? So that's the 1 hour time frame. Let's go on over to arbitrage. Now, we do have on the, let's go on the weekly first. Hide. Oops, that is not what I wanted. Hide my drawings. Oh no, never mind. That's stay in drawing mode, but yeah, I like to stay in that anyways. So I'm still looking for this push to the upside. On the weekly time frame, I would have really liked it if price break out this week maybe, especially with how the fib is, but obviously I wanted to come down a little lower then push to the upside for this week. But well, let me go back to the weekly. As long as we get price just break out of this, retest, continuation to the upside, that's what I'm really looking for on the weekly time frame of the DXY. I don't know necessarily how soon this may happen, but this is what I'm looking at long term for the DXY, for it to continue going bullish, for it to get that push up, retest, continue to the upside. Daily time frame, I'm not really a fan of how the bands look on the daily time frame right now, but I could still see potentially price continue to the upside, but I wouldn't like base that on the daily. I wouldn't base any trade on the daily right now for the DXY. 4 hour time frame on the other hand, oh my goodness, yeah, this looks like a perfect breakout, retest, continuation to the downside, and there is these magenta candles right here, so we could definitely have the DXY drop down even possibly to 90.845. So that would be kind of interesting to happen. Let me actually do something real quick. I'm gonna put a line right here real quick. Okay, I need this thicker. Okay, and then I'm gonna get rid of everything. No, actually, no, that does not work out. I'm gonna copy this and put it over here. All right, and then go on to the daily time frame. I want to see something. I want to see if this is possibly the 61.8 fib of this bullish move, because if that is, then I might have to reconsider the DXY right now. It's very close to it, but ooh, from this bullish move to up here, this looks a little nicer to me personally, rather than trying to get into anything up here. But then if price drops down, oh man, okay, I'm definitely going to keep this as an area that I'm watching for. Add alert, because I don't really have a setup on the DXY that I like so far for me to get into, and I still think that it could push down a little lower. So I'm actually going to set up an alert right here, crossing 61.8 fib. Does this move to the side? Yes, it does. 61.8 fib off of 89.672. Bullish move. Okay, I'm gonna create that, and I'm gonna hide these, and I'm gonna be watching out for this move, because this could possibly be what the DXY does. It could really possibly just break out the structure, make traders think that, oh, the DXY is going to continue dropping, and then push up to the upside. I could definitely see that being a possibility on the DXY. So yeah, I'm gonna hold that bias there for now. because I do like this 4-hour sell on the 4-hour arbitrage. It looks pretty clean. Now the Level Pro and the arbitrage Z haven't called for the sell yet, but still this looks like very solid. This is the type of setup that I look for on arbitrage. So regardless, I kind of want to see this happen, but although it's already playing out, we'll see how it goes throughout the week, right? And then that 1-hour time frame is calling for a buy, but I personally like the 4-hour, how it looks better than this 1-hour time frame. So gonna have to wait and be patient. This could be a break, retest, continuation to the upside on the 1-hour time frame, but I like this 4-hour way better. Higher time frame has the better strength. So let's see what the DXY does. Gonna go over to EURUSD. Oops, wrong thing. All right, so now we're at the DX. Well, this is DXY. What am I doing? All right, EURUSD. Last week I had mentioned that we get into a buy, and I still it's the exact opposite as with the DXY, right? I really do like price pushing to the upside, coming up to 1.20335, and then end up dropping. That's what I really see as the best opportunity on EURUSD as well. I do like the break and retest of this structure of this weekly supply zone, which what it is right now. But I still do want the possibility of, or I still do want price on EURUSD to push up to 1.20335 and then dropping. So I'm still holding that bias as last week. And again, we've taken profits off of EURUSD already. Price pushed up a good, how much pips total? 117 pips total, so I can't be mad at that. But if price does end up dropping from here, that's totally fine. But as of right now, I don't have any trade setups necessarily. Let me actually hide this. I still want all that to happen. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay. So, I mean, all I could possibly really see happening is maybe from this push to the upside, prices already came to the 61.8, and it did already reject to the upside. So like I said, it's just the opposite of the DXY. I really do see this pushing to the upside and then dropping. So I'm gonna be really waiting on that to happen. I still have that alert set for up here, and we'll see what EURUSD does, but I don't really necessarily see it continuing to fall. But these bearish candles are telling me that it might, because if you also want to play devil's advocate and going over to the 1-hour time frame, you can see that it just did basically the same thing. That 1-hour candlestick, I would not want to go up against that. But look, it did hit the 61.8 right here, so it could possibly fall. But I'm not looking towards that. Mostly, I want to see price push to the upside more. So that is for regular technical analysis. That's fine. And then let's go on over here. Now the 4-hour time frame. And again, this is just like because even the trade that I got this in from was the 2-hour time frame, if I'm not mistaken, or was it the 1 hour? Yep, 2-hour time frame right here. Well, no, this actually it was the 1 hour. Sorry. So this was the trade that I got into with this EURUSD. Price pushed it upside, retested, and then pushed it up, and continuation to the upside, right? So I'm still really leaning on that bias. The 2-hour played out nicely as well because the band started to shrink. But I'm looking at this 4-hour time frame and seeing these green candles is making me think price is just gonna has that bullish momentum, right? This is a break, retest, continuation to the upside type of move. If I was paying attention on Friday, although I was extremely busy, I would have said let's get into this added position on EURUSD. So I'm still bullish on EURUSD, and I still wanted to play out like how I mentioned. But overall, I am looking at this weekly time frame move, and I would really want to see if price breaks, retest, continues down. This would be a nice position sell on EURUSD. So I'll wait on that. I'll wait and see what it does. But I definitely am bullish on EU. So let's go on over to GPBUSD. Alright, let's see what I had here. So GPBUSD, I wanted it to come to the 71% fib, and then for it to push up, it never did that. It only rejected off the 61.8, and price is still bullish on the daily time frame. We did have 3 bullish days last week, and then we just had three good bullish days last week, and then just a regular candle right here. But what I really am seeing is that price may be just what did I draw what did I draw those lines out for? Oh, for right there. That's right. Let me get rid of this because I don't even want it there. Okay, go on to the lower time frame to get a better idea of what might be happening. Okay, price rejected that. This could possibly push to the upside just from this previous drop. That was nice off the 78.6. Continuation to the upside. Yeah, with GU, I still have it going bullish, honestly speaking, because it respected this 61.8 right here nicely. I really wanted this 78.6 drop. I mean 71% fib line at 1.37587. That would have been much more ideal, but never got that opportunity. And it looks like from this bullish push that price did at the ending of the week to the drop, it could continue up to the upside, like realistically, very nicely. I could really see. Let me go into the 1 hour time frame actually. I could see this really playing out and going up to 1.40910 realistically, because this is my play right here. Retest. 78.6 rejects. It dropped 2 wicks to the downside. Continue. Yeah, I could definitely see that playing out nicely. But I can't personally get in because my entry has been missed. So gonna have to just wait for GU technical analysis wise. I can't really trade in this. I would rather, that's just me. I mean, I do see that there is this structure that price is at, and it could definitely more than willingly just, well, I don't even think that that's something to reject. I think that it's already above it, and that price could just continue going to the upside more personally. So this is, I think that GU is bullish overall still, and it's the same thing as EU. I think EU is bullish, and GU is showing more. Well, if you go onto the weekly, if you go into the daily time frame, you'll see that GU is definitely super bullish. Like, it's just going to the upside. So yeah, that's what I think on GU personally. Going over to arbitrage, see what RB has. All right. So arbitrage daily time frame isn't bearish yet. Price still needs to make lower lows. So I'm gonna wait on the sells on that. GU on the 4 hour time frame though, it definitely, dang man, I missed good opportunities on a Friday to get into trades. No, I'm joking. This trade that we got in the last week, 110 pips, that was profitable. But now I don't really care for how this band is constricted right now. So I'm just really gonna have to wait on GU personally. Like, GU is another pair that I can't really get into, and this, then I don't like how this played out. The retest on this wouldn't be the play for me. I probably would be looking more for a buy to happen on GU. But again, that's not my setup. That's not the way I like getting into trades. I could get into that buy maybe later on, but it's not something that's going to be on my priority list. And I don't want to even take that risk. And yeah, this looks like it's going to keep going to the upside personally. So if you want to play that and look for buys, then absolutely. I would probably set my stop loss anywhere between like 1.38600 to, let me see a higher time frame, to probably 1.38395. So that, but it looks like a solid buy to me personally. But I can't get in there right now. That's just not my style. So let's go on over to AUDUSD. Been playing games on me. So I'm still in this buy on AUDUSD. Currently up not that much, like 60 pips. Oh, that's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not what I want. But I still do think that this could possibly go bullish. But now what I am seeing here on the 4 hour is, let me hide this real quick, that this could be possibly an area where price looks to drop. Because look, it made from this drop right here, it came hit the 78.6 and rejected off of it nicely. Could definitely take off to the upside, but overall the trend is bullish, and I am still gonna stick with my AUDUSD buy bias. I just don't think that it's gonna go bearish yet, because again, it's been so many times where I have said that's gonna sell and it doesn't, because overall it's in an uptrend. So I'm gonna see what's up, because I still like this overall swing setup. I still do think that price is gonna go and make a higher high from where it's at currently, but we'll see what happens. You know, I'm still taking this bias though, so this is the play. Retest, continuation to the upside. Just gonna wait and see how that plays out though. All right, so now let's go on over to arbitrage first of all, and see if that lines up with the buy. So the 4 hour is calling for a buy, and it is over the compass line. So I'm just gonna hold my buy position. Like the 4 hours is looking pretty decent. I mean, it didn't necessarily retest my RSI line, so I could still see that possibly happening. 1 hour time frame looks like it's bearish though, man. Break, retest, yeah, this could possibly sell, but I'm gonna be picky and not get into this, especially with the arbitrage. I mean, this doesn't mean anything, but still, this could still go bullish. Like, I like the 4 hour for the sell, for the buy more than the 1 hour sell, and also with the daily looking like this, yeah, I like this. I like the buy more. Weekly, extremely way more bullish. I want to see what the monthly looks like. Nah, monthly hit some resistance. But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely still bullish on AUDUSD, and so I'm gonna go over here and follow this more than arbitrage at this point, and we'll see what happens. Now, a possibility can be for sure. Let me actually hide this for good for now, actually. And what could definitely happen is price can come down over here to 0.77083 and then push to the upside, which actually kind of matches with the RSI line on arbitrage. So I'll be watching for that, for a potential added entry, maybe, question mark, maybe. It just depends on how things go, but I'm not getting you out of the trade. All right, GBPAUD has been doing pretty decent. GA from last week has been doing pretty decent. I still do think that from this sell, hold on, it's a slow week for GA, huh? One of those slower weeks, didn't really do much. So yeah, GA, I still do think that it could find its way down to this uptrend line and see if it's gonna hold here or if it's gonna continue to go bearish. It still has been respecting the sell box very nicely, so I can't say that I am bullish on this personally on the swing. Even off of this 4 hour time frame, you have this big bullish candle, price dribbled down, it's made 100% retracement and even went lower. I still think that this is gonna drop, so still holding this GA trade up about 100 pips. Can't complain about that, so I'm gonna wait and see what it does. I still do think this could drop more, But also we can see that price can realistically just hold over here at the 61.8, almost came to the 71%, and it could literally turn around and go bullish, but that's not what I'm looking at overall. That's just on a lower time frame. So I'm gonna follow my higher time frame analysis and see what GA has in store for me. My stop loss is at break even, so I'm not gonna risk anything regardless. 4 hour time frame on the other hand, well, not even on the other hand, 4 hour time frame is called for a sell. Ooh, I like that candle. Yeah, so I do expect this to continue falling. 1 hour time frame is, it looks like it's rejecting. This looks like a break and retest to downside in my personal opinion, and everything is still showing it is selling, so watch out for that. Daily time frame is the only one that is bullish, but let's see if it holds right here at this upper danger zone. I am definitely still bearish on GBPAUD, which in turn, if GA is gonna sell, that means AUDUSD is gonna buy. So I'm still holding that. All right, so going over to EURAUD. All right then, so as I mentioned last week, I was bearish on EURAUD, and it still continued making its bearish run. And that's from this huge trend line that I drew. Price is broken through it. Sorry. Price is broken through it. Retested it off of like on the 10th. It retested, then continued dropping. And I did mention that if price did break through the structure and retest it, that would be a good sign to sell it, maybe. And so right now, price is really dropping some wicks to the upside. So I do still expect EURAUD to sell. Now, although this is not my trade style, I wouldn't be against taking the sell right here. Something like this, 52 pip stop loss, and even taking it to these recent lows. 139 pips, but you have to also realize that from this push to the upside, this is the 61.8 fib, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Oh, 71%, even better. So you have to really watch out with this possible sell. Price could really take off to the upside, but I am more bearish than I am bullish on this move. But just because of this big, huge bullish move right here, that's why I'm like, you gotta be careful. So you could even try to do this. You could try to take it both ways. There's some people who trade that way. Hey, just risk wisely, right? And of course, I forgot to change it again. I am on a roll with forgetting to change my thing, man. But anyways, you could literally try to take it both ways. You could either take the sell right here or take the buy. I personally like the sell because I think AUDUSD is gonna go bullish, and so EURAUD and GPAUD, I do think they're gonna go bearish. But you could take it either way. I'm more in favor of this sell, and the risk reward is 2.68, and the buy, the risk reward is 2.3. So this is more of a swing trade. Well, they're both swing trades because it's on the 4-hour time frame, but yeah, I'm more bearish. And the trend is your friend. So until this breaks, I'm gonna be more selling than buying. So I'm gonna hide this and see what's up. I might even try to take it both ways and see what's. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's go on over to arbitrage. Actually, let's go to arbitrage real quick and see what arbitrage lines up with more. So arbitrage rejected off of the RSI line, started to drop. Still waiting to see if this buy might happen. I don't think it is. 4-hour time frame, it's called for the sell. It's holding at right here underneath. It looks more bearish to me than bullish. And the 1 hour might be calling for a buy, but I am not here for it. It looks bearish. More bearish than it is bullish. 15-minute, I promise you, is calling for, no, not yet. It hasn't called for the sell yet, but it looks like it's going to. So again, guys, I like the sells more than the buys on EURAUD. The trend is your friend, and it just looks like it broke that structure and it's leaving some gnarly wicks to the upside. So I like the sell. And if it doesn't, then oh well. Alright, let's go on over to, wait, hold on. Let's show that one more time. Alright, so let's go on over to EURGBP. Oh wow. Look what came back. Look what came back. Oops, sorry. Alright, so EURGBP is still in my area of I'm looking for buys, like long term, but I'm still not quite confident that that's gonna happen, you know. So if I would have gone into this sell last week from right here, right now I'd still be in drawdown and I'll still be in losses, and I still do believe that this could potentially fall to the downside. So I'm still kind of waiting on EURGBP. Those candlesticks on the daily time frame are not convincing me, trying to tell me that this is gonna buy. Weekly time frame, same thing. This weekly candle does not look like to me it's gonna buy, so I'm gonna be more patient than try to get into this. And also I'm bearish on EURAUD, so that if I try to say that, oh, I'm bullish on EURGBP, then it's not gonna really add up, you know. So it's just extremely bearish to me, and it looks like it's gonna go lower. I'm not even gonna try to get into it, so I'm gonna just not really talk much on EURGBP. Yeah, even the 15 minute is calling for sells. It looks like it's gonna really drop. 1 hour time frame called for a buy, but I wouldn't have gone into that. The 4 hour time frame, yes. So the 4 hour time frame, if price does hold here, then absolutely I could definitely be here for a sell on EURGBP. In fact, buy on GBP. In fact, just because I like how this looks, although it's like the confirmations aren't even there completely, but just because the way how it looks, I might actually get into this buy. No, I really don't care for it. Let me look at the daily. Hold on. Before I do this, let me look at the daily time frame. It's tough for me to want to sell this. It's really tough for me to want to sell. Yeah, even the weekly, man. No. Sorry, I said sell. It's really tough for me to want to buy this. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to be patient and wait and not give an opinion on this yet, because I don't care for it. If it starts to go bullish from this, then oh well, I missed it, but I really don't care for the sells. For the buys on EURGBP. I'm going to just watch it, but I'm not going to get in. Alright, EURNZD, let's see what's up. So EURNZD has been really playing games here still. Wow. It's still in this area that it's just break of retest, continuation to the downside, which is what I thought it was going to do, but it's just been consolidating, and it's still in my area of interest. I would have sold probably up here still. I still do think that this is going to play out. I don't really see any difference. I just see that price was consolidating. So that's for me personally for EN. I don't like when price consolidates either. So what you really got to do is just wait for one side to give out, really. But I personally think that it's going to drop. So, and this in the middle of nowhere, so I can't personally get into anything. Let me go into the lower time frame to see something. Yeah, I personally can't get into this at all. Like, I don't like it. I just see it selling. And if I would have sold, I would have wanted to sell right up here. So that would have been on Friday, and then boom, look for the drop. So gonna wait and see what EURNZD does technical analysis wise. 4 hour time frame. It looks like it did cross over the RSI line, but it is holding at this upper danger zone, so I'm gonna watch for that. Daily time frame, same thing, rejecting off of the upper danger zone, so gonna watch for that as well. 1 hour time frame might be setting up for a potential sell, but I don't like where the RSI line is at, so I'm gonna, same thing, I'm not gonna really look to try to get into this. It's not my style, and if I was gonna sell it, I would have, no, not even the 15 minute. I can't really get into EURNZD either, so I'll wait for EURNZD for the weekend. For Tuesday to see what's up. Let's go over to GBPJPY. Been playing mad games, but as I mentioned, I think it's gonna keep going high. I think it's gonna keep making higher highs. Like, I don't really have anything much to say. Took most of the profits right here at 151.600, and I do think that GBPJPY could continue going to the downside. I mean, to the upside. Now, something that could possibly happen, 15-minute time frame. As much as I doubt it's gonna happen, we can possibly see the price could hold right here and then push to the downside. But again, I doubt that this is gonna happen, so I'm not even gonna give that setup because I don't like it. And I do think that GBPJPY is just gonna keep making higher highs. And I'm pretty sure arbitrage, 15-minute time frame agrees with me. 1 hour time frame agrees with me. Oh, it just broke to the upside from the RSI line, even better. I bet that agrees with me. 4 hour definitely agrees with me. Daily time frame. Need I say more? Like, look how long ago this caught a buy. This caught a buy literally October 21st. Every week I say that, but it's just crazy to me. So yeah, GBPJPY, all I see it is really still going bullish. My TP is, where is it at? 152.488. I can't get into it personally. Again, I've already taken my profits off of this, to be quite honest with y'all. So that's for GBPJPY. Tacos. Alright, so last week I remember that I wanted price to come up a little higher. It did go through, it did do a little stop hunt to the upside, a little liquidity grab, but I did want it to drop a little lower, or I wanted it to drop, come down to this area, and then push to the upside, which it kind of did. It did come to the, let me go to the 4 hour time frame and fib that, or do I have it still drawn up? Yes, I do. So what I really wanted, and I still am waiting for on USDMXN, is for price to come down to like 20.33213 before I get the push to the upside. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to stop this first half of the recording, and then I'm going to like start Zoom again and then start another one. So for those who are on here, if you do, you can go ahead and hop back onto the same exact link that you got on here with, and then we'll continue going. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to stop this and then just start over. I want to stop converting real quick. Start. All right. Am I not recording? Let me actually mute. Oh. Yes. Take that off. Security. Annotate. All right. So now, and I'm still waiting for this. I'm still continuing on USDMXN. Sorry. I'm still waiting on 20.33213 to really get hit before it pushes to the upside. And let's look at arbitrage. Arbitrage, it still is on the daily time frame, still showing that it's bullish, right? 4 hour time frame, it came and hit TP. If I would have taken this sell, but I'd rather wait for that retest than a drop. So, but still, take profit from last week hit on tacos, and it's calling for a buy. And this may be valid, but I'm looking more for sells than buys on USDMXN. So, if you do want to get into this trade, though, hey, why not? This actually might be a pretty solid move. Although I'm looking for the daily swipe to fall, so be careful. But just get a quick 68 pip stop loss and go for 325 pips on the 1 hour time frame. I'm not going to get into this personally because like I said, I want this to drop, but this could be a very good move for those arbitrage traders. Be on the lookout for this trade. And so yeah, so USDMXN, I'm still going to wait. I mean, even from this 1 hour time frame perspective, if you're looking at this move right here, you can see that this hit the 71% fib, I'm sure. I'm actually going to go into the 15 minute. Yeah, it even hit the 78.6 just a couple minutes ago. Boom, drop down. This could possibly push to the upside, but it's not my trade. So that 1 hour buy, I might actually, maybe I will get into this. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna set my stop loss actually under this low, and I'm gonna get into this buy. Why not? See what's up. So I'm gonna get into USD Mexican again, and let's see what it does for us. All right, let's go to Mr. Tacos. So first of all, last week, Mr. Tacos, let's go to Mr. Gold. So last week, price stopped us out at break even, but we were able to profit off of that move, so that's good. But I do still believe, dang, this really did, hold on, it didn't do this one as I didn't think it would. It did, nope, wrong one. Where's the one where I did the video on it last week? Okay, maybe I just gotta draw that out again. So you guys remember when I mentioned that I wanted maybe for possibly go to from this high, hit the, dang, it did hit the 61%. You guys remember when I said I wanted to probably come to 1695? It didn't do that. It hit 61% instead, and it looks like it's making its move to the upside. So hey, it is what it is. I did give that warning that it could drop down low here, but 1695 was where I was looking to get in, so I can't say that that was me. But price, I still expected to go to 1764 or 1778, and yeah, I still feel the same way about gold, so I'm not changing my bias really. I don't know what news that was, but it's going over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame is calling for a buy on gold, so that's something that you want to keep your eye on for. 4 hour time frame, it never told you to get out of gold, so I do still expect price to go up, but it wants to come down to 1743 is where you would want to tap out, but I still do think that it could go higher. And daily time frame is still very much bearish, but this daily candle from Friday, all I see is gold pushing to the upside. So let's wait and see what Mr. Gold does. Again, the 1 hour time frame is calling for a buy, and that's what I actually am more in favor of. So let's see what Mr. Gold does. I know my man Nelson, I know Asan, they're going to be looking for gold opportunities, so I'm going to check in with them later and see what they have. But yeah, I'm still in this buy overall, sell overall from 18 something, so we'll see how that goes. S&P, I'm not going to speak much on this. I'm still bullish on them. Oh yeah, nice. I'm still bullish on it. Remember how I mentioned that I'm going to increase my take profit to 40,079, because if I would have left my take profit here, I'd be out the trade. But here is an opportunity that you could possibly get into with S&P. I'm going to place a buy stop for another entry right here at 3963.7. I'm going to place another buy stop right there and take it to the upside. Maybe even take it higher. Actually, yeah, I will take it probably higher to 41,550.4, and my stop loss would be under this low right here. That's what I'm going to be looking at for S&P. So this is going to be a buy stop. And let's see how that plays out. I like this opportunity. It's a 1 to 3 risk reward. And I do, guys, I still think this is going to keep going to the upside. Like, there's nothing on this chart. Nothing on this chart is telling me that this is going to drop. Like, if there was, I don't know where it's at. But sure, I mean, you could say it's a double top, but then double top at all-time highs just probably signifies that it's going to drop some more. So, again, I have a buy stop placed on here. And yeah, remember this setup that I was looking for? Daily time frame called for the sell. Very next day called for a buy, or day after, 2 days after called for a buy. So again, I'm not looking for any sells on S&P. It just called for a sell. It looks like it's about to get into a buy. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna place a buy stop right above here. Boom, take off, make me some money. Let's go on over to US 30. I don't even know what US 30 looks like. I can't make this stuff up. It's making higher highs, and I wish it really would have came to that 71% here. But yeah, it's just making higher highs. It hit exactly where I was looking at. I know you guys remember I talked about this, that, oh, I wanted the price to come in at 71%, then make higher highs. That's exactly what it's doing, because let me see if I have it here. Yeah, look at. So that's for US 30. I can't say much. 33,604 is definitely a huge possibility for price to go up to there. So there's that. Arbitrage is obviously all bullish, and NAS 100 is the only one that's underperforming. But I still do believe that these highs are going to be hit very shortly. So that's what I have for the US indices. Now let's go over to Mr. Bitcoin. So 60,000 has been breached. I love it. Love to see it. Mad that I didn't get into this, but it is what it is. But what I'm looking at, let me go into the lower time frames, because now that I'm actually looking to get into a trade. I'm actually happy that I didn't get in earlier, because what I now want to see is for price to actually push down to 50. I have a buy limit right here at 57,766, and so this is what I'm looking at for a buy opportunity on Bitcoin buy box. And what I want to do with it, you guys know me, to the downside 71%, take it up to 65,122. Although I do, well, actually that's actually pretty solid, because I have 66,029 getting hit. So 65,122 would be a very good entry for me. So I am looking for this buy opportunity right here. And if it comes to that 61% fib, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start stacking. I'm going to get back into the habit of stacking, because I do be missing some opportunities by not stacking. And so there you go. That's my setup for Bitcoin right here. Waiting for that to set up properly. Ripple, I kind of like where Ripple's at for a possible buy right now, to be quite honest with you. Like right where it's at. Not against it. It's been bearish for the past couple of days. Let me see how many days actually to be exact. Well, it's not really been bearish for a couple of days. It's just been like sideways, you know. And so I kind of still do like the opportunity to possibly buy where price is at right now, because just going off of from this drop to price pushing up, price at the 71% fib. But with Bitcoin, with Bitcoin me wanting to get to drop, I'm gonna actually wait out on Ripple to see what it does. Maybe it could drop lower and give me a better entry at better pricing. So I'm gonna wait on that. Litecoin doing very nicely. Been doing very, very nicely. I kind of want to just place, I mean, if you want to play it like this, absolutely you can. You can just probably wait for price to come back down to this area, down at like 202, or I like 209 isn't terrible, especially since what I'm looking at for Bitcoin is will be close to 209, and then look for the buy. Let me see. Yeah, I like this move on Litecoin more for 209 and then to the push up. And if it doesn't play out, then it is what it is, man. Put my stop loss under there. And I'm definitely looking at taking this to higher highs. It's been extremely bullish. It's been extremely bullish. If anybody thinks it's bearish, then hey, it is what it is. That's your opinion. And Ethereum. Wait, hold on. Let me actually go on to arbitrage. I know arbitrage is calling for the sells on these. That's the reason I'm not really looking for those. Yeah, look at the 1 hour. Dang, this would actually been a good call to get into if I would have seen it earlier. Well, and then yeah, so I'm waiting for like when you tell me what to do. I like this retest over here at 200 again, like 203 area for the continuation. Bitcoin's been extremely bullish. Bounced off of the RSI line, took off. 4-hour time frame been very bullish. 1 hour called for that sell. Dang, if I was paying attention, I could have gone into this, but I've been busy all day. Like I said, guys, I've been moving and stuff, so I'm just been tired and stuff. But yeah, 58,242 for Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum. Last but not least, this is the one I'm looking for it to make higher highs for sure this next week. I mean, same thing, guys. Same thing on Ethereum. I just really wanted to come down. Been waiting for it all day, actually. 1788 to hit that more higher than 2K. I actually kind of really want to take this. Let me see what the extension on this one is. Like, if I could get this entry right here, I would really try to take it up to 2,418. Like, to be quite honest with you. And that risk to reward would be amazing. So let me see. Let me actually really bring it down over here. Right there. This is the entry that I would love to get. If I can get this kind of entry, it would be mad money. Right there. And then go to the 4-hour. Yeah, even if I could get it to 2,418, that's fire. And look at the risk reward, a 1 to 6.68. So I'm really looking for this on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm looking for the push to the downside, then buys. So, other than that, is there any other pairs that anybody wants me to look at? Dang, that would have been a good RB trade, honestly. Nothing? Let me see. Alright, awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and post this up. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for checking out the playback for those who do watch. And let's make some money this week. Later, y'all.